Hey everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today we got a brand new trailer for Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. This is the third Fantastic Beasts movie, and we're gonna react to this trailer. However, this one's complicated. This one is complicated. So, yeah, if you have been a fan of the Harry Potter franchise, like many of us, I grew up with this franchise. This was, in large parts, these were some of the first real, novels that I read. Things that were over 100 pages. These are like the first things that I read that were that long as a kid, like, oh, okay, these are real books, right? So, like a lot of people out there, especially people similar to my age, I grew up with this franchise. And as a lot of you know, in the last several years, things have gotten complicated. J.K. Rowling has come out and she's tweeted several things several times across the last couple of years that have been deemed insensitive, to say the least, and outright bigoted, other times. As recently as today, literally today, the day that this trailer came out, she's made even more comments that, to put it frankly, are shitty. They're shitty comments, okay, against the trans community. And it's, there are times when I look at those comments and I'm like, okay, is there any way you can like flip this around? And like, no, there's not. It's just, she's literally saying just horrible things. She is. And some people don't agree with that worldview or whatever, but I look at these comments and they're coming from a place of hate, and that really goddamn sucks. That just, because like a lot of people, I grew up with this franchise and I want to enjoy this franchise. I want to love this franchise like I did when I was a kid, but as an adult, I'm finding myself at odds with the horrible things that the creator is saying. And this is not the only franchise that has gone through this, and the thing is that, like, this would be a different case. For example, if, let's say an author who's been dead for a while now, or a creator who's been dead for a while, for example, Tolkien, right? Just an example, hypothetical, not that this happened. Let's say that, it was revealed, oh, Tolkien said all of these horrible racial slurs and all kinds of other things in these letters, right? And I would go along and say, yeah, obviously that's horrible stuff then, but Tolkien's been dead for many decades now, and any money you were to pay to buy a new copy of the books or anything in the Lord of the Rings franchise, it would go to his estate in Warner Brothers. Not Tolkien himself. You're not like supporting the person who believes in those things, because he's gone. He's been gone for a long time. Again, hypothetical, not that that's happened. Hypothetical. The difference, of course, being is that not only is J.K. Rowling still alive to, cash in all those royalty checks that she gets for every single movie ticket, she's also still plays a very, very much a hand in the creative process. She's writing the screenplays for these movies. So you're supporting her not only with, her getting royalty checks, but also like, this is her work. This is still her work. She's not just sitting there collecting checks for not, just for owning the property. It's like, no, she's writing this. So, it puts people in a complicated position. Some people would say, you can separate the arts from the artists, right? And if you can do that with Harry Potter, then go for it. The world is pretty shitty. People are pretty shitty, and some people just need a place to escape to after a hard day of work or whatever else is going on in their life. So if Harry Potter is that thing for you, I understand not wanting to give that up. And especially not just because some shitty person says some shitty things. I know I'm saying that word a lot, but some people just need a comfort world, and if you're able to still do that with Harry Potter, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, you're wrong for doing that. It's like, look, if it's what you need, then okay, go for it. But for me personally, I can't separate the art from the artist when she's still active, when she's still participating in the art, when she's still perfectly well and alive, and probably will be for many years to come, to cash in all those royalty checks, you know, and she's still making those comments as recently as today. Literally today, she's still making more hateful comments. So, you know, all this to say, my relationship with the Harry Potter franchise is complicated. You know, I haven't been back to the Harry Potter world since a lot of this stuff came out, you know, in Universal Studios. I haven't, you know, sat down and watched a marathon of the Harry Potter movies like I used to do since a lot of this stuff came out. And, you know, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get back to that place. This was a franchise I loved. It had, you know, it was very much involved with my childhood, but it's like, I'm not comfortable with it, I don't think, you know? And every tweet that she makes it even harder, more difficult for me to be like, yeah, I can ignore this, let me watch this movie. It's like, I don't think I can. But again, if you can, that's great, that's wonderful. You know, I'm not here to try and convince you to stop doing that. Everyone needs their escape from, you know, the difficulties of life. But yeah, before I review this trailer, before I react to this, I have to put that out there, because she's said a lot of shitty things. And if you need to go look it up yourself, if you need to go see what she said, if you want to analyze it and make your own decision or whatever, you go on and do that. I've done that myself. I've looked at the things she said. I've looked at the things she said today. And yeah, it's very unfortunate. And I know that, you know, me looking at, you know, I even had someone ask me, why are you even going to do this reaction video? Well, first of all, it's because doing reaction videos for relevant big budget movies is kind of what I do on this channel. It's my hobby. This channel is a hobby of what I do. I enjoy talking about movies. But second of all, if I didn't do this reaction, video, I would just be sitting here doing a rant about J.K. Rowling. And this is a way for me to like post like, hey, reaction video, but also let me talk about this really shitty thing that the creator of this stuff is doing. And I think that's important. You know, I want to be able to make this video and talk about all of this stuff. So anyways, yeah. The trailer I'm about to react to, number 3 of this Fantastic Beasts movies, despite all of the horrible things that the creator has said and supports and believes in, the movies themselves, the 2 Fantastic Beasts movies, they haven't even been that great. That's the other thing on top of this, is that like, since the main Harry Potter franchise ended, the movies and the books, the Fantastic Beasts movies, they haven't been that great. The second one especially was kind of just a big mess. And I thought this before all of this J.K. Rowling stuff, you know, so this isn't even like affecting that. I already had that opinion about that movie. So anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and react to this, and then we'll talk about it, and then I'll talk about some more things. And yeah, let's go ahead and react. Here we go.
If you listen carefully enough, the past whispers to you.
We're here to see Albus Dumbledore.
Okay, so obviously they're going to try and focus more on him and his family in this movie.
The world as we know it is coming undone. Grindelwald's pulling it apart with hate.
Oh yeah, that's right, New Grindelwald. We'll have to talk about that too.
You'll have to trust me.
See, I have nothing against this actor and this character, but
take down the most dangerous wizard in over a century.
why is he the focus of this franchise?
A magizoologist, his indispensable assistant. A wizard descended from a very old family, a school teacher, and a muggle.
Dumbledore asked that I give you something.
Are you kidding me right now?
Who wouldn't like our chances?
They're giving him a wand? Okay, well, okay.
Off to save the world, are we? Things are not
Oh
quite
yeah, I
what they
forgot he's still in
appear.
this movie too. What's his name?
But delicately.
I'm swiveling like you're swiveling.
Our war with the Muggles begins today!
What is this place?
The room we require.
Correct. 3 points to Hufflepuff.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to. The Secrets of Dumbledore, huh?
Mm-mm. Very dangerous. If it got in the wrong hands, mess you up.
Where did you get it?
I got it for Christmas.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so first thing, I forgot to even mention the whole Johnny Depp replacement situation. I completely forgot that was even happening. See, that's the thing, is that like the J.K. Rowling of it all and all of her stuff overshadows the other controversies that are already packed into this movie. There's two. There's Johnny Depp, which that was a whole thing. There's a whole like, there was an anti-Johnny Depp movement, and then there's a pro-Johnny Depp movement, and then he got kicked out of this movie, and now he's replaced, and so that's a whole thing. And then there's God, what is his name? The kid who plays the Flash. I cannot remember his name right now. Anyways, he plays the Flash in those movies, and he plays the Credence, I think his name was. Anyways, he had his own controversy where there's video of him getting in a fight with someone there's some lady he got in a fight with in a bar in some other country, and the video shows him grabbing her by the neck and throwing her to the ground. I don't know the full context. I don't know if any legal things were ever done with that, but of course that's a whole thing. So this movie, not only is this movie a sequel to what I think was just a mess of a thing, and this there were supposed to be 5 of these, but now I don't even know if that's still happening, and they're still focused on what's his name, the the zoologist. They're still focused on the zoologist for some reason, and we knew that this was all going to end with this epic Dumbledore fight that was supposed to be like this thing that happened, but they didn't start building on that until the second movie. And now here in the trailer for the third movie, they're like, our war begins, but it's like, why didn't that start in the first movie? Why is this movie still about the Fantastic Beasts and this zoologist guy, this Newt Scamander, that's his name. Honestly, this should have just been the Dumbledore trilogy. I don't know why this is the Newt Scamander, possibly 5 movies, but maybe not anymore, series of movies. This is a messy thing that it feels like it seemed like they had a plan at first, or she had a plan, and then maybe she doesn't have a plan anymore, and it all kind of got messed up, and now you have the Flash kid with his controversy, the Johnny Depp replacement and that controversy, and the creator of this whole franchise, which has her own thing, which is this looming shadow on the rest of it. So, with all of that packed in, I'll be honest here, that trailer was kind of underwhelming. It feels like they're, visually, and I can't take this away from them, visually, they all look amazing, right? The way that they do the magic in these movies has always been great, That's always been like a thing that the Harry Potter franchise has always had going for it. But it feels like this movie's trying to build the hype, trying to build the spectacle and the epicness, but it hasn't really earned it because that last movie was so messy. So it's like, it almost feels like they should just consider this the beginning of a new trilogy. They probably shouldn't have even bothered to call it Fantastic Beasts. Honestly, they should have just gotten away with that Just take that name away from the title. Don't even bother with that. Call it Secrets of Dumbledore. Pretend it's a new thing. Fantastic Beasts, that's gone. Just don't even worry about that. Why even focus it on Newt? What, you know, like, I have nothing against, again, nothing against the character or the actor, but like, why is he the focus of this? He's not even like an important player. He's not, it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I don't know, looks underwhelming, but because of everything, because I can't honestly separate the art from the artist, I can't honestly do that. Okay, J.K. Rowling, her actions, her words, her beliefs, they have put a very much a stain on this franchise for me. I'm not gonna watch this in theaters. I'm gonna wait until this is streaming somewhere on HBO, I guess, or this is, you know, if it's playing on TV or something, it happens to be on. I will watch it for the sake of being able to critique it, you know, for the sake of being able to be like, okay, here's what they're doing, I guess. Here's what her plan is. But I'm not gonna pay that movie ticket. I can't. I simply can't. When that movie comes out in April, I'm gonna be busy doing something else that day. Some other movie will come out that weekend. Some Marvel movie or a Star Wars maybe. But probably a Marvel movie will come out, and I'll be busy watching that, to be honest with you. And again, if you're able to still enjoy these movies, if you're a fan of this franchise still, if you can get past all of the controversies, there's like 4 controversies going into this movie. If you can get past all of that and you're still excited for this genuinely, then I'm happy for you. I really am. And again, I'm not trying to sit here and like, you shouldn't do this. I'm just talking about like how I feel personally. If this is your escape from reality, if this is the place you go to calm down and get rid of like the stresses of work and life and whatever else, then go for it. Do your thing. Okay? I'm not here to take that away from you. And believe me, I wish that this could also be my thing too. Like I said, I was also a child who grew up on these books and on this franchise and on these movies. I was all over this stuff. You know, I wish that things were different, but they're not. And, you know, as recently as today, they're still not. So, yeah, that is Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore, and that is also my big rant on everything going on. Again, there's like, what is the kid's name who plays the Flash? Why can I not remember his name? I swear the second I'm done recording, it's going to come back to me and I'll be like, oh, that's the kid who choked that girl on that video, and nothing ever really happened to it. He's still playing the Flash and he's still in this movie, but I cannot remember what his goddamn name is. The Johnny Depp stuff, the fact that the one before this was whatever. Anyways, that's this movie. Let me know how you feel about this whole situation, about the movie itself, about the trailer, but also about everything else I talked about, all the J.K. Rowling stuff, the Johnny Depp stuff. What's his name? That thing that happened? I cannot remember his name. And just let me know how you feel about this franchise in general. Like, is this your escape? Are you still willing to be like, no, I can separate it. It's fine. And if you can, congratulations. Really, I mean that. I'm not trying to take this away from you. So, anyways, those are my thoughts and my feelings on this whole situation. And yeah, I'm glad I got to, get this out there. I feel like I had a lot on my mind and a lot of just stuff I got to get out. So, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Oh, by the way, before we get out of here, Spider-Man, by the time I've uploaded this, it might have already started. The critic screenings for Spider-Man No Way Home are starting tonight. And some of those critics, some of those websites, like they did with the Eternals, they might start spoiling some important cameos and some after credit stuff. And again, they did this with the Eternals. They spoiled the after credit scene. And like Variety did it, I think, or someone. So there's going to be some spoilers coming out tonight. Okay, so if you are like trying to like avoid spoilers and not know what the plot of this movie is for Spider-Man, then honestly, you got to stay off Twitter. And I would avoid YouTube for a lot parts, because some people are going to have things on their thumbnails that are just direct spoilers at the thumbnails, and you were just scrolling by and you didn't mean to look at it, and it's there. So just, beware of that. Anyways, yeah. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.